Hello, hello, Josie here. You ready for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And are you sure? Okay, here we go. So, one thing I've really picked up on, even more so the last couple days versus the last, um, years of my life, the previous years of my life, is the fact that people are very good at projection. And the older that people get, the better at projection that they, you want to think of it like this, right? The older that you get, the better that you get. But in regard to what I'm speaking on projection, the older that people get, the worse that their projections land on other people, meaning that they're not received. Not only are they not received, they're not respected. They're seen for exactly what they are. Because if it doesn't make sense, for instance, if someone is trying to project to another person that they're this, they look like this, or they act like this, or it's just something that, an individual has already assessed themselves, has done the work, whether it be therapy or whatever. It could also mean that, a certain individual has been said this before by other individuals, that it's been found out the individuals that said it were actually the ones that felt that way about themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, and they responded by projecting on other people instead of doing whatever needed to be done for them to heal and feel better about themselves, And that negative projection that people, I say negative projection, you want to say that there are people out there that are sending out positive projections, but not necessarily. There are a lot of people that are sending out negative projections to other people intentionally because, they're angry, they're hurt, they're pissed off. They want other people to feel the pain that they feel, the sadness that they feel. So they're going to project. They're going to project on other people. And the older that they get, the longer that they take to do the necessary healing, the worse it is for them. Not for me, not for you. The worse it is for them. It's not on me or on you to fix somebody else's insecurities and negative insights about themselves, whether those insights are true or not. They're choosing to take those insights about themselves, those insecurities, and then project them onto other people and try to make other people carry what is not meant for them to carry. I'm going to put it to you like this. You've seen the show, or more likely have heard the show Botched, right? Where individuals have gotten plastic surgery and they've just gone to extremes. They've done way too much fillers or Botox or, pulling, nip, tuck, whatever. Trying to achieve an aesthetic, trying to achieve a look that they think is beautiful, that they think is attractive, that they think other people are going to find beautiful and attractive. And there are some people that might say, oh, that looks good. And there are other people that might say, oh, that looks bad. And they're going off of the assessment and judgment of people that are saying, oh, that looks bad. This is what you should do. Or why didn't you do this? Or why didn't you do that? And they say, oh, let me go and do this. Let me go and fix this. And they go and do it again. They go and do it again. Or they're trying to achieve an aesthetic that is not possible. And really, some people try to achieve an aesthetic that they're never going to achieve. And that's how they end up becoming botched. And they usually get to a point during that process where they say, okay, I've taken it a little bit too far. I don't look like myself anymore, and I don't look like I desire to look, or what I desire to look like. And they try to fix what they fucked up. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. And you've seen the cases of individuals where it has not worked. They have not been able to revise what they have done. to themselves. The same thing goes for people that negatively project on the other people. They think that it's going to work, and it never works. And they just keep going and sending out and doing this and doing that. And it's just adding to that negative karma bank that they have. And it's going to backfire to the point where they're sending out projections that are not landing and are not hurting or affecting people the way that they think or expect it's going to. And it all returns back to them, and then they end up doing something to themselves because they can't take that backfire. They can't take all of those negative projections being returned back to them. And how that's returned back to them, people don't like them. People don't respect them. People don't trust them. People don't want to be around them. It's one of those things where they sent out these negative projections because they wanted to be seen, they wanted to be heard, they wanted to be liked, they wanted to be loved, and they wanted other people to not be liked. They wanted other people to not be loved. They wanted other people to be seen and viewed and looked at as being bad people, the same way that they felt people were treating them. That's not how you get it. That's not how you make it happen. That's the wrong way. And there comes time in everybody's life where they receive back that karma, that negative karma, that negative, those negative projections that they sent out to so many different people, where they've caused hurt and anger and upset in other people that went and did the work and did the necessary on themselves and realized, you know what, that's not for me to carry. This person wanted me to carry their bullshit, wanted me to carry their insecurities, and that's not for me to carry. I'm going to drop these burdens. I'm going to drop these insecurities. I'm going to drop these doubts. I'm going to drop my even attention from these individuals. Meaning I'm not even going to pay them attention. I'm going to pay them dust. And I'm going to go about my life. I'm going to move on with my life. I'm going to do what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, regardless. And that hurts these people as well. That hurts them. That angers them. Because they believe that if they threw all those negative projections at you, if they threw all those judgments at you, if they teamed up with this person and that person in this group to come at you and attack you, that it would keep you, that it would stop you from engaging and going in the direction that God has meant for you to go in. And a lot of them, they wanted to go in that direction themselves because they believed that they were going to be happy doing so. And they're not happy. And it's not working out for them because it's not meant for them. So now they're back to square one. They're back to plan, back to trying to figure out another plan, and everything that they're trying to figure out is not working because everything that they're trying to figure out and are trying to do is negative. That's it. So now, those that were affected by these people, those of us that were affected, we're able to move on with our lives. We actually never stopped. It was them that was trying to stop us. It was them that was trying to delay us and keep us from doing what it was that we were supposed to do. Knowing that's what we were supposed to do, but they wanted to do it themselves. And some of these people are still trying to throw out negative projections. Like I just received one just now. Just 5 minutes ago. While I was sitting here doing this video. I received one. That doesn't fit me. It doesn't pertain to me. But what was projected would piss off and probably affect an individual, that was not sure of themselves. I'm sure of myself. It might affect a person that, actually thinks they do look or act this certain way or whatever. So that's why you have a lot of people that will put on blinders and or ignore certain individuals because they know what's up. And you can go into certain areas, certain cities, certain environments as well too, where there are a lot of people that are throwing negative projections because they want you to fit some kind of ideal. some kind of stereotype, some kind of look, have some kind of status or whatever. And they'll want to throw out these projections at you to make you feel some type of way about yourself so that you get on whatever level they think that you should be on. But when I tell you, we're all on different levels. We all have different paths to take. We're not all on the same path. And there are a lot of individuals that want to go down that same path, go down that same road that everybody else is going down, and it doesn't fit. It doesn't work. And they get pissed off and angry that it's not working for them when it's worked for other people, not realizing and understanding that a lot of those people that they think it's working for, it actually is not working for. They're under a lot of stress. They're not able to keep up. They're doing what they can to try to keep their heads above water, so to speak, in regard to being seen in a certain way by other people that really do not like, do not love, and do not care. There's going to be a time where we're going to get to a breaking point. There's going to be a breaking point for a lot of these individuals. And what ends up happening to these individuals, it's going to be different for each one. But regardless of what the outcome is, it's never really good. It's never really good. It usually entails quite a bit of loss, frustration, anger, sadness, despair, and all these things that it entails were certain things that they wanted and are expected to happen and occur in the lives of other individuals. Intentionally. That they instigated. Because they didn't want to feel those same things that they're eventually going to feel. Gotta go. Bye.